I wasn't supposed to be on the road that late. The beach was only a few hours from my place, and the whole point of the trip was to clear my head and be back home the same day. I'd told myself it was just a quick escape. Drive down, walk the shoreline for a bit, let the noise in my head settle, then head back before dark. But traffic was heavier than I expected, and by the time I started driving back, I realized how tired I actually was. The kind of tired that sneaks up on you, where your eyes burn and every mile feels longer than the last. I didn't trust myself to keep going. A few miles inland, I pulled off the highway and found a small roadside motel. The sign buzzed faintly, one or two letters dimmer than the rest, like it hadn't been serviced in years. It was the kind of motel people stop at without planning to. Nothing fancy. Just one of those places you stay when you don't want to push your luck on the road. The parking lot was half empty, the lines faded, weeds pushing through the cracks in the pavement. No one at the front desk asked why I stayed in the lobby. The air inside smelled faintly of cleaning chemicals and old carpet. The clerk at the front desk gave me a room on the second floor. He slid the key across the counter without making much eye contact, as if this was all routine. I parked, grabbed my bag, and went inside. The hallway was quiet, almost too quiet, with doors spaced evenly like they'd been measured decades ago and never changed. The room looked normal, clean enough, quiet. The kind of place you forget the moment you leave. The bed was neatly made, the TV remote sealed in plastic, the curtains already drawn. I went into the bathroom to wash my face, and that's when the light suddenly shut off. Not flickered. Off. The silence felt heavier without the hum of electricity. I stepped back into the room and tried the switch again. Nothing. The outlet panel was dead too. My phone didn't even recognize that it was plugged in. I went back down to the front desk and told them what happened. A maintenance guy came up, flipped the breaker, and everything came back on. The lights snapped on instantly, like nothing had ever been wrong. He didn't act surprised. That should have reassured me. It didn't. I ordered food and ate in the room. I sat on the edge of the bed, listening to the faint sounds of traffic far off, watching shadows shift on the curtains as cars passed outside. While I was sitting there, I heard a loud knock on the window, hard enough to make me flinch. I checked immediately. There was no one outside. The parking lot was empty in that direction, the glass reflecting only my own silhouette. I told myself it could have been anything. Someone in the parking lot, a door slamming, my nerves. I went to bed anyway. Sleep came unevenly, broken and shallow, like my body never fully relaxed. Sometime deep into the night, I shifted in my sleep and turned toward the foot of the bed. That's when I saw it. Something dark moved out from underneath the bed. The shape was low and indistinct, darker than the darkness around it. It didn't crawl. It didn't hesitate. It slid out smoothly and went straight toward the sliding glass door, disappearing out of sight. I sat up instantly. My heart was racing so hard I could feel it in my throat. I didn't scream. I didn't move. The room felt impossibly still, like the air itself was holding its breath. After a few seconds, I got up and checked the door. It was still locked. The latch hadn't been touched. The outside walkway was empty. That was enough for me. I grabbed my keys and went straight back to the front desk. My bag stayed behind. I didn't even look at the bed as I left. I told the clerk I wasn't staying in the room. I didn't explain why. He didn't ask. I spent the rest of the night sitting in the lobby, watching the sky lighten through the windows, counting the hours until morning. As soon as morning came, I got in my car and left. I didn't look back at the building. I didn't stop for breakfast. I just drove.